I turn that music off. Boom. All right, guys. Bronson here at the Epoxy Resin Store. I want to show you a really unique way to use the lightning cure resin. It's been a huge time saver for us. What it is this is a shower panel right here that we're doing. We build shower panels, a lot of other things like that here in Vegas. But you can see I had to seam together a portion of my shower panel to get the distance that I need. So when we do that, the way that we strengthen that is we'll fiberglass the seam so we get the strength for transport and all that stuff. So I've got my fiberglass cloth right here. What I'm gonna do is measure out the portion that I want to fiberglass, and then I'm gonna cut it out. So I'm gonna go just like this. Flip this around. Stick that to the side. So now I've got a nice piece of fiberglass cloth that I'm going to spread over my seam just like that. Fiberglass is really, really strong, and it will give us that strength that we need to help protect that joint so it doesn't snap there. It's a weak portion. So I've got that there. I'm now going to take grab my gloves real quick. All right. So normally when I'm doing this, if I've used other resins in the past, like the fiberglass resin that comes with it, or even like a super gloss or something, I would have to wait till the next day to be able to move on with my project. But with the lightning cure, I don't have to do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix me up. I'm gonna do 12 ounces. So I wanna have some extra. Looks like that's just about how much I got left, so that works out real well. A and B I'm going to add together here. On the nose. Just enough. So I got that. I want to mix this up really well. Just like so. Make sure I scrape my sides and my bottom. Now this stuff sets up quick, so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. I just wanna make sure I'm thoroughly mixed. I've got a good mix right there. I'm gonna scrape this. Then what I like to do is do a slight zigzag pattern to distribute out my, my epoxy I've mixed up. And then I'm just gonna take my tongue depressor that I use for mixing, and I'm gonna evenly distribute, covering every last bit of my fiberglass with the lightning cure. All right, so I've got it spread out everywhere. And now I'm gonna take my glove hand, and see where it's white right there? I'm gonna push that down. Make sure I blow out all that air. That's like a little air bubble. These are our pocket holes, so we're not gonna worry about those. But I'm gonna push this out so my resin is making straight contact and my fiberglass is laying down nice and level with no air bubbles there. I want this to be a nice strong surface. So just like that. All right, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and I'm gonna scrape off the excess resin that I made. We're in a workshop where we pour epoxy all the time, so we're just gonna go right on the floor. But I wanna make sure, and the reason I do this is I don't want a big pile up. I don't want, I wanna be able to set this shower wall panel flat against the wall and not have to worry about it. I'll give this a light sanding. If you've worked with fiberglass before though, you also know that sanding fiberglass sucks. You gotta wear a respirator and it makes a mess. So as much as I can do here to limit the amount of work I've gotta do afterwards, it helps me out a ton. So that right there is perfect. Got a nice glass thing. This lightning cure is going to be ready in about an hour. I'll flip this over and I'll dress the front side and do the things I need on this seam to make sure that when I put my shower panel in, there's absolutely no seam at all. So it's a novel way to use lightning cure. I don't know if you ever thought about it before. I love it. It allows me to, rather than a day in between moving on with my project, it gives me about an hour, hour and a half, and I'm able to move on with my project. Saves me a lot of time in this business. Time is money, means I can have my install one full day sooner and then start on my next job sooner. So check it out. If you haven't tried Lightning Cure, try it out. It's a fabulous product. And hit me in the comments below if you have any questions about it, and we'll get back with you. Thanks.